Hello students, I am JP Nautiyal from Rishiram Shikshan Sansthan online study. Welcome in your today's session. Today we will learn a lesson in English for class 9. The name of the chapter is The Sound of Music, Part 1. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. This is from your Beehive book prose section. Before we read, there are 2 points about which the writer Deborah Cowley, the writer of this part, Evelyn Glennie, listens sound without hearing it. The writer of the chapter is Deborah Cowley. God may have taken her hearing about Evelyn Glennie, here her indicating the Evelyn Glennie, but he has given her back something extraordinary, which is uncommon, means which is special. What we hear, she feels. What we hear through our ears, she feels from every part of her body, far more deeply than any of us. She hears or feels better than, deeper than any of us. That's why she expresses music so beautifully. This is only the reason, because she listen or hear or feel very deeply. This is only the reason, so that she can express the music so beautifully. Now read the following account. Account means narration of a person, description also, who struggled or fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. How Evelyn Glennie made her life a success story, we will learn in the following account, narration or description. Account means narration or description. Rush hour. Crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. Underground train platform, and everybody want to make a suitable position to stand, because the hours was busy hour of the day, while the people going to office and returning from office, these are the rush hours. And the crowd, the mob, jostle means push roughly. Why they are pushing roughly to each other? For making a suitable position on the underground train platform. A slight means a small and thin girl, looking younger than her 17 years. Her actual age was 17 years, but she was looking younger than that. Was nervous and yet excited. Excited means jestful or eager, as she felt the vibration. Vibration means shaking movement of the approaching means coming train. The train which is about to arrive on the platform, underground platform, and what she was trying to feel. She felt the vibration of the shaking movement of the train coming to near the platform. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. So here, let us see the word meaning. It was her first day at the prestigious. Prestigious means respectable, where Royal Academy of Music, situated in London. And daunting. Daunting means frightening, fearful feeling. Enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. Scottish of Scotland, and farm here village atmosphere, that's called Scottish from and the village atmosphere of Scotland. That is Scottish farm, village atmosphere of Scotland. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. But this aspiring means learner or learning. Musician faced a bigger challenge than most, means in comparison of other people, she faced a lot of challenges in comparison of others because she was profoundly, intensely, very deeply, what deaf, unable to listen, unable to hear through her ears. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual, step by step, or slow. She lost her hearing capacity. Not at once, gradually she lost her hearing capacity. Her mother remembered noticing something was wrong when she was 8 years old. Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. What her mother saying that she noticed when Evelyn Glennie was only 8 years old, what she was waiting to play music, to play piano. They called her name and she didn't move. She didn't move. Like her mother called her name, Evelyn, Evelyn, but she didn't move or didn't responded to her mother. Then what her mother telling, describing here, I suddenly realized she didn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. Isabel Glennie is Evelyn Glennie's mother. Then what she is telling here, that she suddenly realized means feel that she didn't heard. She didn't listen. It was described by Evelyn Glennie's mother, Isabel Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. She was succeeded to hide, to conceal or to hide for a while, means for a very short time. She got success to hide her growing or increasing deafness from friends and teachers. She succeeded to hide or to conceal her deafness from her friends and teachers for a very short time. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist because she was gradually losing her hearing capacity. So whatever the lesson being taught in the class, she may not be able to hear the things properly, and the marks of the Evelyn was gradually decreasing day by day, got less and less day by day. What then the headmistress requested to Evelyn Glennie's parents that take her to a specialist. That what is the reason behind this? It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage, because she was losing her hearing capacity gradually because of the gradual damage of her nerve system responsible for listening of the sound through ears. This was gradual, very slow, step by step. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Then the headmistress suggested that when this discovered that she could not hear through ears, now she is completely or intensively deaf. So they advised them that either by fitting the hearing aids or hearing instruments, and then sent her to the school for deaf children. Everything suddenly looked back, says Evelyn. During her interview, she says that she felt or looked or appeared full dejection, means hopeless, and nothing expectation from the life. Suddenly the life became very dark or full of dark. But Evelyn was not going to give up. She don't want to surrender in front of the circumstances that she could not listen the voice, the sound, she is unable to respond. So she did not surrender or give up or to stop expecting to succeed in the life. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. See, in one hand, even she is not able to listen the general voice or the day-to-day voice, and what she dreamed or determined, a firm decision. She taken the firm decision to live a normal life and follow her dream to become a musician. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. One day she noticed or she saw a girl playing a xylophone. Xylophone is a musical instrument with a row of wooden bars of different length. In the next slide, we will see that Evelyn Glennie playing the instrument xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. She also wanted to play the xylophone when she saw a girl playing xylophone. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. Most of the teachers advised that this is beyond your range, this is beyond your capacity, because you are deaf. So that's a kind of discourage to the Evelyn. But a percussionist is a person who plays the drum, the tabla, etc., named Ron Forbes. What he spotted, he noticed the eagerness, the zeal of the young girl Evelyn Glennie towards the music, the quality, ability, that how much potential she have, noticed by Ron Forbes. He was a percussionist, and percussionist is a person who plays the drum, the tabla, etc. He began to tuning two drums to different notes. Now what he tried to give her some special kind of feel by tuning two different drums in different tone, different notes. What the tuning? Tuning is the adjusting of a musical instrument to the correct pitch. And the notes are the single musical sound made or produced by a musical instrument or by an instrument. Don't listen through your ears. Ron Forbes instructed her that don't try to listen the music or the sound produced by these two drums through your ears. He would say, try to sense it some other way. Try to feel, try to sense the sound produced by these two drums to feel in other ways. Says Evelyn, suddenly I realized. Then what Evelyn says in her interview, that I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. She started feeling the vibration of the higher notes above her waist. Waist is the narrowest part of middle of our human body. That is, and the higher notes, the lower notes from the down of the waist. Now Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different part of the body. In the first major thing, that the higher notes above and lower notes below the waist, and then different sound and different tone. She dedicated her body parts or the organs to the certain kind of sound. I had learnt to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. And then she opened her mind, her body, means she focused or she concentrated on the every part of the body so that she can feel the sounds and the vibration produced by the musical instrument. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. And once the feeling started or the sensation started, then the remaining thing was only and only due to determination and hard work of the Evelyn Glennie. Means whatever the success she got in her life, that was entirely, and means the credit goes to directly her hard work and firm determination. She never looked back from that point onwards, and after that day or that point when she started feeling the music sensation in her body part, she didn't stop at that place. She continued. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. And in between, at the age of 11, she traveled to UK, United Kingdom, with a youth. She joined a youth orchestra. Orchestra is a group of instrumentalists. Instrumentalists means the person, the group or the team of musicians. And she had decided to make music her life. And then she determined that she should take music as her profession. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. And then she given a performance in front of the director that they can decide whether she was good enough or not in the orchestra, for the orchestra team. And then for the Royal Academy of Music, this was not a team orchestra, but this was the music for for audition for Royal Academy of Music. And she achieved the highest marks in the history of the Academy during audition. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. And then she decided to give up the orchestral, means the teamwork, and she started solo, means single person performance. Solo performance she decided. Then she make her decision to give up the orchestra, means the teamwork, and she want to perform then singly. At the end of the 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. In between 3 years course in Royal Academy of Music, she also achieved most of the top awards, or seized or captured most of the top awards. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint or heroic achievement. And for these kind of honors or the top awards, she did not given any accomplishment or the achievement like to show her as a hero. What she says, if you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. What she advised, what she lessoned or taught to the readers that if we work hard and if we know, if we dream that where we are going, what we are doing, then certainly we will get there. Means whatever we dream, certainly we can achieve that if our dedication and hard work is that much enough to fulfill our dreams. And then she got right to the top. The words most with a most multi-percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instrument and hectic international schedule. And she got the right to the top. And then she positioned herself, she find herself at the top of the words most sought after. Sought after means a great demanded or popular multi-percussionist. Multi-percussionist, a person who plays the drum, the tabla and so many instruments of music with expertise. And Evelyn Glennie having some 1,000 instruments for which she was having expertization to play, and her busy international program. Schedule means program and hectic means very busy because so many performances, one day here, one day there, and so she is the picture which is showing that how Evelyn Glennie focused or attentive to feel the music. These are the sticks by which she playing the instrument, and she lean or bended towards the instrument to feel every note and every sound very cautiously. And it is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. We can see here that she is not putting her great effort to feel, or she is looking very normal. It is intriguing means fascinating and curious to watch Evelyn function and to work. When she was playing music that time, it was very interesting to see her that how effortlessly without hearing she played the music. In our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. In between, a reporter is discussing with her and what is telling that 2 hours discussion, she never missed a single word. Men with bushy beard give me trouble, she laughed. That the person, when she interact with a person having thick or hairy beard, that is some troublesome for her. And at laugh, she expressed this. It is not just watching the lips. What she is reacting, that listening other persons and feeling that what they are telling, this is not only the function or only the work of noticing the lip movement. It's the whole face. It is the reading of whole face, especially the eyes. What we generally thought that the deaf person may read the lip movement. But what Evelyn says, that this is the work of reading entire face and especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly without making any fault or any mistake. Flawlessly without making any fault or mistake, with a Scottish lilt. Lilt means accent or tone. That's called lilt. Why? What she is telling, the reason behind that how she talk or conversate in Scottish language My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. Because up to 11 years, she could be able to listen voice. So, but that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. She did not explain, she did not told that how she became successful to learn French and basic or the fundamental Japanese. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. With the concern of music, what she explained, what she told, that it pours in, flow in a steady stream in every part of the body. That's called pours in. That enters from her every part of her body. It tingles. It tingles means tingle as a slight pricking or stinging sensation. A feel like pricking, like that's tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hairs. Means the music passes through her skin, her cheekbones means bones of the cheeks, and even in her hairs. She can feel the vibration or the sound of the music through her skin, her cheekbones, and even her hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. At the playing xylophone, these are the stick by which the instrument played, and because the last end of the stick is connected through fingers, so she feels the vibration from the fingertips, top part of the fingers. By leaning against the drum, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. And when she played the drum, that time she lean means bent towards or coming in flow, bent towards the instrument. She can feel the resonance is the echoes of the sound flowing into her body. On a wooden platform or a stage made up of wood, she remove or put off her shoes so that the vibration or the shaking movement passes through her bare feet and up her legs. When the performance to be done or to be given on a wooden stage, that time she removes or put off her shoes so that the vibration or the shaking movement she can feel from her bare feet and up to her legs. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. There is no any doubt, there is no any surprise that Evelyn entertained or given the happiness to her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with a Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Royal Philharmonic Society, prestigious means very honorable award, she gained or achieved or seized in year 1991. She awarded with the highest solo performer of the year. That is the prestigious or honorable or the highest award given by Royal Philharmonic Society. In year 1991, the year of the soloist of the year in 1991. Says master percussionist James Blades, the another master percussionist, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What James Blades remarked about Evelyn Glennie, that God may have taken her hearing, but at the same time God given her back something very remarkable. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. In comparison of any of the person having hearing capacity, the Evelyn Glennie can feel better than all those people by feeling the voice, any kind of sound produced around her. That's why she expresses music so beautifully. This is only the reason so that she could be able to play the music so beautifully. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Workaholic, a person who find it difficult to stop working, means a person who always want to do something, always want to keep herself or himself busy in work. So Evelyn confesses or accepts that she is a kind of person categorized in workaholic category. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians. Then the classical musicians, she do the hard work, often very usual. But the reward are enormous. But my struggle, in the proportion of my struggle, of my hard work, the award are also huge or big. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. Apart from paid or the regular concert, means musical performances, that's called concerts, musical performances, stage show. Other than these, beside or except these regular concerts or paid concert, Evelyn also gives free concerts or free performances for prisons in jail and the patients in hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. She also used to teach the learners or the experienced musicians. Priority or importance to teach classes. Anne Ricklin of the Beethoven Fund of Deaf Children. Anne Ricklin, who owned the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children, says about Evelyn, she is shining inspiration for deaf children. She is a shining or a living inspiration for the deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they can't go. If, in spite of her deafness, if she can play music so beautifully, then the other deaf children think or take the lesson from her that if she can do that, they also can do whatever they want in their life. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She achieved the success in so early that the people twice her age may able to achieve in that stage of life what she earned or gained in the early stage of her life. She has brought percussion to the front of orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. In the orchestra or the team of musicians, there the percussionist or the person who plays drum, the tabla, etc., they usually in the back stage on the back performers. In the front, the other musical instruments like synthesizer and harmonica, etc., they are the front row. But Evelyn Glennie bring the percussion instrument in front of the orchestral team, and she particularly showed that these are the inspiration for the other instrumentalists. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and says, "If she can do it, I can." This is the inspiration for the handicapped person, that if the Evelyn Glennie can do, then they also can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. Means doubtlessly, she gave the pleasure or the entertainment to the million of people. The story or the narration or the account by Deborah Cowley. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget like and share and subscribe of the channel, and open description box to download and to make notes. Thank you. Have a great day.